Hey guys, it's Drek. I got a lot of things to run through this video, so bear with me. The first thing is, I'm not dead. I know it's been 8 days since my last video, and I apologize for that. That's my first apology for this video. I'm going to continue to upload a lot of really cool vintage blaster reviews because they're relatively easy for me to make, and I know that you guys like those a lot. The reason that I haven't been able to do a lot of modding and a lot of videos is because I'm getting very close to my finals in college, and that's a lot of schoolwork for me, and that'll always be my main focus. So I'm trying to focus on that, and my channel usually takes a little bit of a hit in my productivity. But I'm continuing to make videos, and I'm always modding in my free time. The second apology for this video is revolving around the Shadow Spectre. This is it. I'm not just putting it off. I am doing work on it, but I've hit a bit of a wall while fabricating a custom piece for it. I actually need to fabricate 2 custom pieces. This is sheet aluminum. I don't like the properties of aluminum for the piece I need to build, so I went out and bought myself some bronze sheet metal. And hopefully that'll work better. I'll try and re-smith those pieces, and I can get this to work reasonably soon. You can tell that I've got 2 Spectre turrets here, as well as a Spectre that's been sanded, prepped, and carved out in such a way that you should be able to figure out roughly what the Shadow Spectre's going to be, and there will be a dedicated video for that mod later on. The other thing that I wanted to show was that the Fang Trooper, Alpha Trooper that I was making for a commission is now finished. It turned out very nice, and it was significantly easier to do. I'd done all the mods before, so it wasn't too hard to crank out. You can see that it's been called the Blaze Trooper because the commissioner's name is Fireboy. It has a custom Raider stock that's been built for it out of, I think, a Tornado Strike stock, which was good because it was easy to paint black. The white looks good with everything else. I left this orange so that this is still very smooth and it's functioning. And it's a very comfy stock and makes the Alpha Trooper a very comfortable blaster. I like this paint job a lot. It's obviously my favorite paint job. It's the black on Fanger Red with silver detailing. And that's what the commissioner asked for. It turned out very nice, and I'm very pleased with this commission as it turned out. You'll notice that the front part is painted. Now, I've seen a lot of HVZers paint their Alpha Troopers, and they just start looking awful after a few shots because they don't know how to paint properly, they don't know how to sand their surfaces to prep them properly, and then they don't know how to grease the inside running rails that make contact with this. And because of those things, this movement back and forth destroys the paint job. I don't have that problem because I've learned to paint reasonably well and I know which parts to grease. You can see here that I've just loaded 2 stock streamlines and one of my hot glue tip streamlines in this. I'll be firing all 3 of those off. That first shot went about 55 feet, which is fantastic. I'll slam fire this 2 stock darts because I've left the slam fire mechanism intact. And they perform equally as well. They're just a little more erratic because they're stock streamlines, but my signature is down here on the handle. It's mirrored along with the name Blaze Trooper on both sides. It's very subtle. I've come to like subtle signatures a little more than the dramatic ones I used to put on a year ago. The last thing I want to talk about in this video, by the way, this is going to be shipped out very soon because it's complete, is this. This is a Longshot stock that I've just finished sanding and prepping. I'm going to be painting this for a Longshot that I'm working on for myself because I want a new HVZ Longshot, and I really wanted a Crimson Strike Longshot, but nobody seems to have one that they're either willing to part with or willing to trade me for it. A few people have offered to paint me Longshots in the Crimson Strike colors, and guys, I know how to paint blasters. I wanted the specific model of Longshot. I think that is really cool, and I think that it'll hold up flawlessly over the damage that my HVZ play style will put it through. I can paint my own blasters. I've got a few people who have told me that it can be bought online at nerf.com. It's out of stock and it's never coming back, guys. Like, you need to realize that the Amazon and the nerf.com things have an out of stock thing, and they tell you that the last time it was in stock was a year ago. And then I've had people offer to like find me one, and that's really not what I'm looking for. When I ask you guys if you have things, I mean that I'm looking for someone who has one and they're willing to trade it. So that was kind of a catastrophe, but The contest is still going on. It's going very well. I've gotten some anime style drawings that I like a lot. I've gotten a few goofy entries which are kind of funny, and they'll certainly be included in the final video. I wish to remind you that photographs generally don't count. If you take a photograph of something and send it to me, it's supposed to be art. And if you're just snapping a picture with your laptop camera of yourself and sending it to me, that's A, not what I look like, and B, kind of weird. Please stop doing that. But that's how the contest is going. Remember, you've got all the way through December to enter. I'm hoping to get just a ton of entries. I think it's a really cool contest idea. Like I said, there will be Vintage Blaster reviews coming very soon for the rest of this week. I've got a few fun Vintage Blasters I haven't made videos on yet. And then this is a new tool that I've gotten, and I'll put this up on Everyday Alchemy reasonably soon. I like this tool a lot, and I'll show you more about it there.